Life has thrown me a lot of curveballs, left and right. It seemed like one day I'd be doing great and the next day an obstacle would come and I'm like, how am I supposed to get through this now? And for years I stayed extremely embarrassed and ashamed of things that happened to me in my life. But through my process of healing, I came to see that the very things that broke me, God used them to build me. Are you stuck at a point in your life where you're wondering why certain things happen to you and wondering how you're supposed to get over it? Or is that all that life has for you? If so, you're not alone. So many of us deal with traumatic experiences and don't know how to break free from the hold that they have on our life. But today I am going to share practical steps that you can start implementing right away to break free from that stuck and stagnant place. So the first strategy is to rewrite your story. So many times we tell ourselves a story about what has happened to us, but it's based on our perspective. If you're willing to shift that perspective, you can really shift the way in which you move forward. Instead of, grudging what happened to you and being angry and bitter and frustrated and staying stuck, what would happen if you took time to review what you've experienced and pinpoint the areas of growth? Pinpoint the opportunities for personal development. Pinpoint the opportunities for creating something from it. Pinpoint the opportunities to finding yourself. The second step to break free of the hold that the traumatic experience has on your life is to invest in the change and not necessarily the outcome. So many times when I work with people, they're like, well, I'll feel better once I get a new husband, or I'll feel better once I get a new job, or I'll feel better if I get $1 million. And when we hold tight to that being the only way that we can feel better, we miss the change and the growth that happens in the meantime. So invest in your growth, invest in your personal development, and be proud of those steps that you're taking to better yourself. And don't get so stuck on the outcome that you feel like has to happen. In turn, you'll be open for new outcomes and new opportunities. Finally, the last step, and if you've been watching me for a while, you're probably going to guess it, is self-care. Take care of yourself. When we experience something traumatic, when we go through something that's embarrassing, when we go through something that feels overwhelming or unbearable to get through, a lot of times we place ourselves on the back burner. And that's where depression and anxiety really start to take a hold and a big handle over our life. But that doesn't have to be the case for you. So incorporate self-care on a regular basis so that you can really take care of yourself through the process and work through the healing process successfully. If you're looking for strategies on self-care, check out my video that I'll tag to this as well. Just like the seasons, our lives are guaranteed to change. Sometimes for good and sometimes for bad. But if we hold on to frustration and anger and resentment about any change that comes our way, we're going to miss an opportunity for growth. Remember, I stated in the beginning, and I firmly believe this, the very things that broke me were the things that built me into who I was. But that was because I was willing to go through the healing process and find the life that I desired on the other side. So let me ask you, are you ready to truly heal yourself? If so, check out my free 4-day Choose Healing Challenge. I'll place it in the comments. Let's get started. I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you hit like and subscribe before you go.